Hello, everyone out there in Rumble, X, and YouTube land. Welcome back to Diego Knows. Of course, I'm Diego, and today we're going to continue to talk about Legally Blonde. That's right, your favorite movie, Legally Blonde. I'm going to give you a straight man's point of view because that's what I do here, okay? And let me tell you something, okay? This has not been easy. When I first started, when I first decided that I was going to start reviewing girl movies, okay, rom-coms and chick flicks, I did it for fun. It never ceased to amaze me how, a woman can look at Star Wars and think that's like total BS. Oh my God, you're so immature to be watching that. That is so dumb. I mean, come on. I mean, like lasers in space. This is stupid and immature. Oh God, I get caught watching that stupid juvenile junk. They'll do that, but yet they'll believe that, at the same time, they'll believe that, a 20-year-old street hooker on Hollywood Boulevard will have some super rich, super good looking, super great in bed, super nice, super straight, super single guy will just pick her up off the street, and treat her like friggin' Cinderella, okay, and fall in love with her no less, okay? They'll believe that, but they won't believe, space samurais and gay robots. They won't believe that. That's immature. Okay, that's a line. That's crossing a line. You see what I mean? It's stuff like that that it never ceases to amaze me. Okay, and another thing I've noticed, okay, about my own gender, okay, about men, about straight men, is we don't talk about these movies. I've looked, trying to find a YouTube channel that talks about this. There's no guy, there's no straight guy talking about this. Unless he's doing like an objective point of view, like something like, okay, well, the filmmaking was great, the story was to the point, the acting was a little slow, especially in the third act. If they're talking like that, all technical, or maybe giving a little resume about the writer, whoever wrote the screenplay, or whatever it was based on, or how they managed to get some famous A-list actress to be in the movie. They'll talk about stuff like that. But will they ever tell you about whether or not it was believable? Would they ever tell you about whether or not that was, it was realistic? Because these rom-coms, okay, or these romantic dramas, okay, are supposed to take place in the real world. Okay, they're not supposed to have, laser swords and ray guns, okay, and people with superhuman powers. Okay, it's supposed to take place in the real world. Okay, so we're supposed to believe that it could happen to us. But when you watch it, it's very quick to realize this will never happen to you. This will never happen. Okay, this is crap. Okay, how many times has a senator, okay, a multi-million-dollar senator, fallen in love with a hotel maid, who's a single mom, no less? Are you crazy? Are you friggin' crazy? You're supposed to expect me to believe that? But you'll make a whole movie out of it. How many times does a famous singer, okay, I'm talking like Madonna level, okay, I'm talking like Miley Cyrus level, okay, like Taylor Swift level type of singer, okay, who falls in love with a male like junior high teacher in a public school? Like, are you crazy? Like that's actually, these are real movies. These are real movies I'm talking about here. What the hell? This is like Lord of the Rings type unbelievability here. But you believe it could happen. You really believe that. And it's just, it's sad. It's sad because I think, when it comes to fantasy or science fiction or the superhero movies, that kind of stuff, okay, us men, we know that's not real. We know it. We knew it going in. We just want to see a good story. Well, let's just put me in a world where that stuff can't happen. Just for a little while. Okay? For a little while, let me pretend I've got super strength and I'm fighting Dr. Octopus. Okay? And I defeated the Green Goblin. I saved my girlfriend. Okay? For 2 hours, I'm entertained. It's good. Well, the story is smart. It made me laugh in certain spots, that kind of thing. And then I walk out of the theater and I'm done. It stays there. I might tell someone what a good movie it was, how much I liked it. But that's it. I know it's not going to happen to me. I know it's not going to happen to me. And I'm okay with that. But that's never going to happen to me. And I'm okay with that. Why is it that you women will watch something, something like this, and just take away from it? Oh my God, I totally understand what was going on there because that happened to me too. Oh yeah, I know someone just like that. Yes, guys are all that way. Yeah, yeah, men are all stupid, women are all smart. Yeah, we're all queens. Like what the hell? Do you even realize the arrogance of that? Like you put men down for acting like we're all that. Okay, the ones that do act like they're all that. But when women do it, it's empowering. Are you insane? Are you living in some sort of retarded world where you believe that's the case? Because I sure as hell don't. I sure as hell don't. Okay. Honestly, I could tell you my own experience. You already know that I shouldn't have to say this. Okay. But the way I'm going to grade this movie is I'm going to grade it from my point of view, of course. But I'm also going to grade it from what's plausible, what's believable. Show me something here that I can relate to, okay, that's realistic, and you'll hook me, okay? But if there's one thing I know about human nature, is that women are just as capable of being just as bad as men are. Okay? They are. Okay, how's that for equality? How's that for equality? And it's true. Yeah, there's a lot of slimeball men out there. There's a lot of slimeball women too. And I'm not going to pretend there's not. Okay? So, if you're going to give me a story that's completely one-sided, I would appreciate it if, the men in these movies would actually act like real men. Okay? Faults and all. Yes, men can be chauvinistic. Men can be, aggressive. Men can be, incels. Men can do all these things. This is true, okay? But don't let all the men be like that. You see what I mean? Because that's not realistic. Okay? Would you like to see a movie where every single woman was a complete bitch? Oh, wait, they already do that. My point is that's allowed. Okay, that screenplay will get greenlit, okay? But one where, where the men are good, and maybe like a woman can actually learn something from a man. I know you can't do that at all. That's taboo in Hollywood. There's nothing a man can teach a woman. Well, there is. There's a lot, okay? There's things that women can teach us too. We don't pretend that we know everything. Okay, we don't. We might know more about something on a particular subject than you do. But that doesn't mean we're smarter than you. There's just as many dumb men out there as there are dumb women. Okay, so in the grand scheme of things, it's all fair. Okay, but I believe it'd be more realistic to show that in the movie. Okay, yes, there's dumb men, there's also dumb women. There's evil men, there's also evil women. There's good men, and there's also good women. Okay, let's have a little balance here. Okay, let's not make it all one-sided. And there's one thing these movies are really good at doing is making it one-sided. Especially today in 2024, okay? And this movie, Legally Blonde, is no different. It's no different. Obviously, it's all told from the point of view of Elle Woods, Reese Witherspoon's character, okay, who's a girl with a lot more estrogen than your typical girl, okay? She's bubbly, she's vivacious, okay? Got the blonde hair. She acts like an airhead, but she's really smart, She speaks very hyperbolically. She's like a Barbie doll, And it's just, she's got these wild movements. Her fashion is just insane. Like she looks like she bought her clothes like at a toy store. Okay, like the pink pleather, the red Angora sweaters, even though it's the summer, the pink sunglasses, okay, the Porsche, the toy dog, okay, the pink furry phone that she uses. Okay, I mean, this is just, way out there. And realistically, a man dating a woman like that, I have dated a couple women like this, but they were strippers. Okay? Make all the judgments you want, okay? But they were strippers. That should already tell you something, okay? Okay, they were strippers, all right? But yes, I've dated women like this, all right? Okay? But, someone like Elle, she's a cartoon character, okay? And realistically, any man that would date a woman like this wouldn't be able to take her seriously. Not because she's a promiscuous or anything like that. I'm not saying she is. She's not, okay? But I'm saying is that, she would be embarrassing. She would be embarrassing to take in public. Just like you. I mean, you all remember Sex and the City, okay? You remember that season where Charlotte met what's her name? What's her husband? I forgot his name already. Damn it. Why can't I remember his name? But the bald-headed guy, the Jewish guy, okay? That she falls in love with. What the hell was his name? I don't even remember his name now, and I reviewed every episode of Sex and the City. I don't even remember his name. But you know what I'm talking about, okay? Now, remember when she first started dating him, she was embarrassed to be seen in public with him because he had, he was short, he was bald, he had a whiny voice, he had a hairy back, okay? And they wanted to meet him because she was in love with him, but she was embarrassed to be seen in public with him because she, Charlotte, was beautiful back then. not anymore. But back then she was pretty. So it's for her to go out with this guy who's clearly unattractive. She was embarrassed by that. She didn't really want the guy to be around her girlfriends, you know. She definitely didn't want to invite him over to like a pool party they were having, okay, because he would have to take off his shirt. Like she made him like shave his back hair and all that kind of stuff. It was crazy. All right, but you know what I'm talking about, okay? But that's it. Okay, that would be the equivalent of dating someone like Elle. Okay, why would I want to be seen in public with this girl? Okay, if she's gonna act like that, okay, she's gonna draw a lot more attention to me, to us, than I want. Okay, so you know, would I have sex with her? Yes. If I couldn't get anyone else, I would. You know, but what would I put a ring on it? Okay, would I, you know, go in public with her? Probably not. Or if I did, I would ask her to tone down. Okay, like you're hurting my vision with all this pink and stuff, and you know, and yellows, you know, and sky blues, and it's just like, no, man, I don't. No, you got to tone it down. You know, a little bit more neutral colors. You know. That's what I would want. Okay, and to me, that would explain why Warner would dump her like he doesn't be in the movies, because you know she's just too out there. She's embarrassing to him. But what doesn't make sense is, why the hell would you date her to begin with? She was always that way. She was that way when you met her. She was that way when you asked her to be your girlfriend. You know, however long they were together. Okay, she always looked that way. She always acted that way. I'm sure this wasn't the first restaurant you ever took her to. Okay, so like. Now you're embarrassed of being seen with her? That makes no sense, okay? From a guy's point of view, that would make no sense. That, to me, that would be a one and done. Or definitely not a girl I'll bring out with my guy friends, okay? I definitely wouldn't introduce her to my guy friends, okay? That's what I'm trying to tell you. This movie's not even going to go there, okay? It's not even going to go there, all right? So anyway, I'm going to give you a straight man's point of view, okay? And then we're going to talk right now about where I left off in the last video, okay? Now, where I left off in the last video, we had, Elle was depressed because she's been pretty much ostracized by all the other Harvard students. Yeah, she got into Harvard. Yeah. Did I tell you this movie was not believable? Well, if I didn't, it's not, all right? I need coffee for this, sorry. It's a lot harder than I thought it'd be, all right? But okay, so we're expected to believe that she got into Harvard based on submitting a video application where she's basically in a swimming pool in a bikini, okay? And that alone, because the admissions council, which is all like, you know, men in their 50s and 60s, okay? Straight men in their 50s and 60s at Harvard, they saw the video, which, by the way, is not how applicants are screened for Harvard. I did check, all right? And because of that, because they're all a bunch of horny old men who can't get laid, okay, they decide to accept her into Harvard, okay, with almost no resistance, okay? She crams for the LSAT, and she passes it, okay, hence she got a good score, and of course she got recommendations from her professors at her bullshit university that she went to, CULA, which is really USC. Okay, I have been to USC, my brother graduated from USC, I've been there, all right? So that's kind of what happened. So she got in. Her impetus to do this was because her boyfriend, Warner Huntington III, rich guy from the Hamptons, New York, money, and she, by the way, Elle is LA money, she lives in Bel Air. Okay, he dumped her because he wants to be a senator by the age of 30, and he wants a Jackie, not a Marilyn. Well, in real life, JFK wanted the Marilyn over the Jackie. Okay, his arm was twisted to marry Jackie. Okay, you know, he screwed Marilyn just for the fun of it. Okay, but his arm was twisted to marry Jackie. He was not really in love with her. Okay, but he had to marry someone that the family approved of. Okay, that's what that was all about, all right? But anyway, but I mean, JFK was a big whore, man. He was a big man whore already, okay? So that part makes no sense. But anyway, so he dumps her. She can't handle it. He's going to Harvard, so she decides to go to Harvard as well. Like I said, she gets in with almost no resistance. However, the biggest obstacle is that the other kids at Harvard don't like her, okay? They don't understand her, okay? You've got these ultra-liberal, man-hating feminists, you know, who are also lesbians, you know, because, you know, those words always go together, okay? And it's still that way today, okay? They're there at Harvard, okay? And then there's also Warner is there with his new fiance, Vivian, who's also rich, you know, comes from money as well, okay? And they're engaged now. So over the summer, after he dumped her, he got engaged with another girl, Vivian, played by Selma Blair, okay? So they're all in the same law class together. a couple of law classes together, okay, and they got a professor named Professor Callahan, played by Victor Garber, okay, who is openly gay. He's a big gay actor. Everyone knows that. The director of this movie is gay, okay. Everyone in this fucking movie is gay. In case you haven't noticed, the straight guys in this movie are gay. All right, this whole movie's gay. Okay, just so you know. All right, just like every other rom-com out there. Okay, so anyway, so Professor Callahan is offering an internship, 4 internship spots at his law firm if the students impress him, okay? So, of course, Elle thinks that she can do it, okay? And Warner and Vivian are also going to try to do it, okay? So that's the goal here, all right? But none of the other kids will accept Elle, okay? They won't allow her to join their study group. She tries to join the study group of Elle and Warner, and this is after she already decided she was going to try to steal Warner away from, I'm sorry, not Elle and Warner, from Vivian and Warner. And she tried to join that group, despite the fact that she already vowed to steal Warner away from Vivian, okay? So, but then she's upset that Vivian wouldn't let her join the study group. Well, no shit. Okay, you're trying to steal her fiance. Of course she's not going to let you join their social circle. What the fuck? And she's butthurt about it, all right? Okay, and then also the lesbians that are also there in the library, okay, they also make fun of Elle and call her names and stuff, whatever, okay? So she has no friends. The only friend she has is this, I guess this woman that works at a nail salon or a beauty shop, wherever the hell, I don't know the fucking shit, okay? All I know is that she's not fucking Asian. So that right there means it's unrealistic. No, she's like some white trash woman named Paulette. Okay, well, she calls herself white trash in the movie, all right? Okay, and she's reading magazines and stuffing her fat ass, okay, while she's, on the clock, okay? And then she bonds with Elle. Elle tells her, hey, listen, I was trying to, I came here to get my boyfriend back, but now he's engaged with a woman and blah, 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 almost that. Well, she tells her, oh, yeah, well, my boyfriend dumped me and kept my dog and kicked me out of the trailer, and I'm 40-something years old, and I got a fat ass, ah. And she tells her that, listen, man, if a girl like you can't get a guy, what hope is there for the rest of us? What you got to do is you got to win him back. So that's the impetus of the movie right there. So she decides she's going to try to win back Warner Huntington III, who's a total dick. He's very also effeminate. For a guy supposed to be like this stud, he just walks around like, and he does this a lot. And he also does this a lot. He does that a lot too, okay? Like he's waiting for a fucking cock to go in there, okay? Yeah, he does that a lot. This is the guy that the girls are fighting over. All right, anyway, so Vivian gets invited to a costume party. Okay, Vivian invites Elle to a costume party, but it was actually a joke. Okay, it's not a costume party, so of course, because, the movie keeps going back and forth between whether Elle is smart or stupid. Elle thinks that this girl, who clearly hates her, who always gives her dirty looks, who's insulted her to her face, the way you girls insult each other, you do it indirectly, like that, who's completely treated her like a total bitch this whole time. But now, all of a sudden, she's inviting her to a party, a costume party no less, and she totally takes her word for it and believes her. And she goes to the costume party in a costume, dressed as a Playboy bunny, where Reese Witherspoon gets to show her wide, flat, emphasis on the flat ass. And she goes to the party. Of course, everyone's staring at her, making fun of her because no one is in costume, okay? It was a joke and she fell for it. Okay, she went there by herself in stilettos in a Playboy bunny outfit, all right? So everyone's making fun of her there, okay, at the costume party, blah, blah. The costume party is a bunch of Harvard undergraduates, okay, a bunch of rich, liberal idiots there, and Vivian cracks up at her in embarrassment, okay? So once Vivian sees Elle in her costume, she starts laughing like, oh my God, you believe that? Her and her stupid ass liberal rich friend there, okay? And Vivian's like, oh, I like your outfit, And Elle's like, I like yours too, Vivian. But when I dress up like a friggin' bitch, I try not to look so constipated. Yeah, like you girls insult each other that way, And then Vivian, of course, has no retort to that because she can't. In this entire movie, every time Elle gets insulted by Vivian, Elle sends her an insult right back at her, and then Vivian's just like, like she doesn't know what the fuck to say. She's just flabbergasted that anyone would insult her right back. You know, it's like a guy that doesn't like you, when he punches you, boom, and then you immediately punch him right back, and he's like, like that. Okay, that's basically what this is the equivalent of, only verbally. Okay, once again, it makes no sense. Okay, clearly, Elle is at a disadvantage here. Okay, Vivian actually knows people at this party. Her best friend is sitting right there. Okay, her boyfriend's in the other room. Okay, so you know he's talking to this man-hating lesbian. Okay, that also hates Elle. So clearly, Vivian is at the advantage here. Okay, she has her friends at the party. Okay, Elle has nobody there. Okay, so the fact that Elle would pick a fight or try to fight this girl, you know, in front of everybody there, verbally, not physically, okay, will put her at a disadvantage. Okay, a smart girl wouldn't do that. All right, you know. So anyway, so that's going on here. Okay. Vivian then decides to look at the engagement ring that Warner got her, and that makes her feel better about herself. Okay, all right, like she won, she got the guy. Okay, Elle didn't. Okay, Elle took the L, right? So anyway, Elle goes into the kitchen to go flirt with Warner. Like I said, he's there talking to that man-hating lesbian there. Okay, and she looks like he tells her, oh my God, because she's in a Playboy bunny outfit. He's like, oh my God, you look like a walking felony. You know, okay, and he tells her, they talk about make a little bit of small talk and stuff. Like I said, Elle is still in love with Warner. She's trying to win him back. Okay, and then she mentions to him how busy it's going to be when all of them, her and him, are working at that internship for Professor Callahan. Now, this is the part where Warner's blatant misogyny shows up, okay? He tells her, oh, come on. Basically, he tells her that she's too stupid to win that internship. Okay? Oh. This is the part in every rom-com where the guy thinks that a woman can't do it. Oh. Yeah. Now, why am I smiling about that, even though we know damn well that that's a death sentence for any guy that ever says that in a rom-com or a chick flick, okay? It's because in real life, it works out that way. Okay. I'm sorry, this movie's not real life. In real life, sometimes women beat men at something, you know, and sometimes they don't. That's realistic. Okay, but in the rom-com world, in the chick flick world, it's not realistic. Okay, the woman's always on top. She always wins. Okay? She can do anything a man can do, except when she can't. The movie ain't gonna go there. Now, do I think, okay, now we're not talking about sports here. We're talking about something just intelligence, okay? Of course, Elle could probably, if she was smart, if I believe that she was a genius or something, yes, I believe that she would win that internship. Of course I do. Come on, okay? There's smart women out there. There's smart men out there, okay? Of course she's got a 50-50 chance, okay? She's going to law school with the smartest kids in the world, okay, at that time, all right? So of course, all right? Of course she got a chance, but Warren tells her because she's a woman, okay, and she's ditzy blonde, that she has no chance. Well, dude, you dated her for how long? And you don't know how intelligent she is? You know, it's like, come on, man. Why would you say something like that, okay? That was your girlfriend, okay? Why would you date an idiot? Okay, you're not an idiot, right? So why would you date an idiot? You know, why would you date a woman if you're from this rich family, you know, from the Hamptons in New York, old money? Why would you have a girlfriend who looked like an idiot? Why would you go out with her? Why would you show her off to your friends? Why would you introduce her to your family? You see what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. So that's going on here, okay? And he tells her that she's too stupid to win Professor Callahan's internship. Like I said, bad move, right? We all know where this is coming. Okay, so Elle is deeply offended by this. She's just like, nothing I ever do is going to be good enough for you, is it? Yeah, Reese with those two big bulbs sticking out of her forehead, you know? And then she has her epiphany right then and there. Okay, so that's the plot of the movie, is she's going to smite him, okay, spite him. She's going to win that internship despite him, just to spite him. Because girls get it done. Okay, yeah, that's the point of the movie here, okay? Okay, and of course, she's like, you'll never be good enough. Well, first of all, why the fuck are you trying to steal him away from his fiance? He already made his decision, okay? It's not your decision. He dumped you and chose this girl, good or bad. This girl might be the worst thing for him. That doesn't mean that she's worse than you are. Okay? And that's not your call. It's his call. Okay? It's his cock. He can stick it in whoever he wants to. Isn't that the argument women use all the time? So why are you trying to steal him away from her? He made his fucking choice. For a girl that's super, so this movie's supposed to convince me she's super smart, she's acting like a total fucking idiot. Okay? Just let him fucking go. There's other guys, there's other fucking dicks out there waiting for you. Okay? Yes, believe it or not. Even in your stupid pink Angora sweater, okay? There's still cocks out there waiting for you, okay? There's guys that will go out with you. For Christ's sake, you're in Harvard. You know how many rich fucking men are there that are smart enough to get in? Besides Warner? I mean, this is dumb. This is dumb. Anyway, so she realizes that he's a misogynist and all that kind of bullshit that women like to say about men when they're not good enough. Okay, you know, what I would like to know is, you know, why don't they ever make a guy movie, okay, where he realizes that no matter how much he eats her out, or takes her to Greece, or how many times he takes her to Greece, you know, or Italy, or how many fancy restaurants he takes her to, or how much jewelry he buys her, okay, or how many times he takes her on the yacht, okay, she always going to be on the brink of leaving him. I want to see that movie where the guy's just doing everything he possibly can and is still not good enough for her. I want to see that movie. When have we ever seen that movie? Where is that movie? Where's that movie? I want to see it. The guys will go see it. They'll go see it. They'll go see it. You know how I know that? Because guys, when guys go to see a movie, they bring women with them. Okay? Those movies make a shitload of money. I mean, yeah, you can call Star Wars as stupid as you want, okay? But Star Wars didn't break all these box office records because it was just the guys going to see it, okay? No, they brought the girls to go see it. They brought their daughters to go see it. They brought their wives to go see it. They brought their moms to go see it. Okay? That's how it made all that money. Now you get some crap like 50 Shades of Shit. Okay, it's mostly single fat women in the theater. They didn't bring any guys with them. You see what I'm talking about? Which one is going to make more money? If you make a movie, you know, and you actually treat the men like men, show them a little bit of respect. I know feminists don't want to do that, but for Christ's sake, show them just a tiny little bit of respect. And you'll get the guys in there. Guys will want to see this movie too. And then you'll double, triple, quadruple your profits. It's true. You know? But you're never going to see that. They don't want to make that movie. Because it's only women that suffer in relationships. Men never suffer in relationships, okay? We're always the cause of the suffering, right? Right? Okay. So, yeah. Now, there's the scenario I just gave you here, okay, where the guy tries to do everything he can to make the girl happy and it's still not enough, okay? I know what you're probably thinking here, right? You're probably thinking Jerry Maguire, right? Okay, well, no. Okay, you know why? Because a single mom is not a trade-up. Okay? If I had a single woman, you know, with no kids, and it was super beautiful, and I was trying to do everything I could for her, and I realized that nothing I do is ever going to make her happy, because she's always threatening to leave me, then I say, okay, I'm done, and then go hang out with go fall in love with a single mom. Are you out of your fucking mind? Does that seem realistic? No, it's not. Okay? I would find a girl who's just as good looking as this one, because you know what? Here's something that chick flick writers don't understand. There's more than one girl in the fucking world. There's more than one pretty girl in the world. Okay? No chick flick, no rom-com's ever going to tell you that. It's always the one girl, and all the guys are trying to get her. No, that's bullshit. Okay? All chick flicks, all rom-coms, they're all built on the premise that the woman, the main character in the movie, is one in a million. When the truth is, in real life, the woman is one of a million. Okay? That's why you got all these simps over here crying about a girl. That's why you got all these goddamn pop songs where a man is screaming and crying about a girl that he loved and lost and all this kind of bullshit, okay? It's from that premise. There's only one girl. There's only one girl in the world. She's the one. Okay, no, she's not. She's just one. She's just one. Okay? I know it doesn't sound very romantic, but it's true. It's friggin' true. You guys out there really need to understand this, okay? And quit putting women on a pedestal, okay? They don't put you on a pedestal, don't put them on a pedestal either. Okay? I'm not saying don't respect them. You most definitely respect them. Respect women, okay? But you know, you're worthy of respect as well. That's all I'm saying. I'm not some chauvinist here. I'm not saying men got it all and women are all stupid. No, I'll never say that. Okay? But I think mutual respect is very important, especially when you're trying to communicate a human allegory here for people to relate to, okay? And when it's one-sided, you're only going to relate to a certain demographic, a certain niche, okay? And something like that's not going to be as successful, okay? That's the trade up there, okay? But anyway, so Elle decides to go to the computer store, okay? She leaves the party in her Playboy Bunny outfit, and she goes to a computer store. Yes, to buy a laptop, an orange laptop. Now, we've seen all the students in class. They all have laptops, which all look the same, except for Elle. Elle has like an orange laptop because she's got to be different. Okay, so she's standing there in line to buy. This is before Amazon took over. You just buy shit online, all right? She's standing there in the store with this computer, and guess who's standing behind her, staring at her in her Playboy Bunny outfit? Okay, it's Emmett. Emmett, played by Luke Wilson. Okay, who clearly is going to be the love interest here. He's the average, ordinary guy, you know, hey, can I help you out? You know, I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna ask you about why you're wearing that Playboy Bunny outfit. I ain't gonna talk about how cute you look in it, or your flat butt and your big tits. No, I'm just gonna stand there and act like, you know, everything's okay, you know? And, you know, and I'll show no testosterone and no masculinity. I'll just be like, hey, bro, hey, you know, I can help you out. I know all about your professors. This is what you gotta do. If you hang out, if you have, you know, professor, I don't give a fuck, then what you do is you just suck his dick. That's how it worked for me. That's how I became a TA. I'm very non-threatening. I'll stand 5 feet away from you just to make sure I won't even look at you, okay? You know, that way I'm not sexually assaulting you with my eyes. Okay? No, there's no man explaining here. I ain't gonna explain nothing. I'm just gonna stand over here where it's safe and I can't even want to assault you. I'm too far away to do it, you know? So no male gaze, you know, I ain't gonna flirt with you or anything like that because I have a bigger vagina than you do. Like I was gonna ask you if I could borrow your tampons, okay? Because I'm starting to bleed right now. I think I might even be pregnant. Okay, so yeah, he's that kind of guy. That's the romantic lead in this movie, okay? That's the quality that we get here. That's the representation that men get in this movie. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So of course, his name, like I said, his name's Emmett, right? Yeah. Luke Wilson. So then we get a montage of Elle studying her ass off. Okay. She's going to the library. She's checking all these crazy books. In fact, there's one book she can't reach it. So this incel guy that we met earlier in the movie, we don't know his name, he never talks. He's just this fat, tall, dumb fuck who clearly gets no pussy, okay? He just like grabs the book for her and gives it to her. And she's like, oh, thank you, and walks away. Okay, the other students notice Elle walking down the hallway with a whole boatload of books. Okay, so apparently she's gonna read them all. Now here's the thing I don't understand. Because of this montage scene here where she's buying all these books or she's checking out all these books from the library, okay, and she's studying all these books. She's even on her treadmill reading, while her dog falls in love with a goddamn fucking Chihuahua from the Taco Bell commercials, okay? So all this going on in the montage. Now here's the thing, okay? Later on in this movie, because she did all this montage of studying, this basically Rocky montage of her studying, she's now gonna have superhuman intelligence powers. She's gonna be able to remember everything that she read in these books so that she will always have the right answer in class just like that and be able to make the argument just like that. Why? Because of this 2-minute montage where she read all these books, okay? All the other students are dumb. They can't answer the questions. Or if they do answer, they'll answer it incorrectly or they won't give as good of an answer as Elle does, okay? because of this montage, because Elle read all these books over and over again, even at night. Okay? But with the reason this is such bullshit is just because Elle read all these books and because of that she's so smart in class, doesn't it stand to reason that maybe all the other fucking kids in that class also read those fucking books? And that maybe she's not the only person in the class that is actually trying to get a really good grade? Maybe she's not the only person in class that is trying really hard to win that internship besides Warner, Vivian, and Elle? You see what I'm talking about? Because now, because of this 2-minute montage, Elle has superhuman intelligence powers for the rest of the movie. But none of the other students in the class have those powers. Because none of those students that got into Harvard Law School were smart enough to do what Elle did. Fuck you. All right, I'm going to stop right here. But I'll be back shortly to continue my review of Legally Blonde. I thank you very much for watching this long, and I'll see you soon on the next one. Bye.